Then Ebuka threw the kind of the same question or told Cross to react to what Mercy said. Cross was like, that they cannot win in the house and win outside because they always have more endorsements and things like that. So Ebuka was like, okay, why do you think that is? You said, because the women have big bum bum and breasts. I have not. Welcome to Rants of BBNaija, Chic. It's week 1 recap of BBNaija All Stars, and I don't normally like BBNaija like that. I mean, when I was doing Titans, it was more like, let's see how it would be between Nigerians. And don't worry, Nana, wait, I'll come to you. Chill, I know, chill, chill. Anyways, it's week 1 recap of BBNaija All Stars, and God, it's only been a week, but I feel like I have lived through 7 lives. Abi? Like a lot has happened on the show. But yeah, I'm with a guest, as you can see, so let me introduce my beautiful co-host, Nana Adena. Welcome to Rants of BBNaija, Chic.
Finally, I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm
finally,
a guest.
finally.
I'm actually a guest here, and I can't wait to start ranting. But you just saw the fact that you were never a huge fan of Big Brother.
I'm not. I'm never. Forget
I
all that one
watching
that I talk.
Big Brother, like Big Brother Africa. I think that was like actually the ish. Before, after Ebuka said, then I think that was when they started with Soma and
They broke for like some years.
Yes,
and then
that was when
no, the thing is, right from time, I haven't been a fan. Like, I watch Big Brother Naija because I am watching, like,
I think I
going
stopped on Alex's set because I felt like, okay, the rest wasn't really making sense.
But let's not dwell on the history, right? Nana and I actually are co-hosts on our talk show, Chat Circle, on ABN channel. I know they remember
140, channel 140, and of course also on Facebook. I actually stream live too. So basically, we are there.
Like, what I'm trying to say is, I co-host a show with Nana every week. But I feel like this dynamic is going to be different, and I will tell you guys why. Because Chat Circle is a TV show. You know now it's a TV show, so we are always kind of restricted on what we can say and certain words we can use. But here, I feel the vibe between us. We get to say the way our minds is actually feeling.
Exactly.
So let's get right
keeping
into
it safe.
No playing safe for what? Okay, let's start with the recap, right? So first of all, we all know, if you didn't watch the video last week that I did, I made a video showcasing all the housemates that came into the house. So definitely watch that video. I'm not going to be really, recapping like that, except their name comes up. So watch that show. I'll link it down below. So yeah. All right. So let's start. Monday. The show is brand new. The first thing that happened, of course, everybody's always looking out for it. Head of house. Did you watch the task?
Okay, I did watch the task, and my favorite part was the whole, after 60 seconds, you have to dance. You understand?
Oh my God, that felt so weird.
That was when I got to know that Kidwaya can actually dance. He can't really dance.
No, didn't you know before?
No, I was not, rich people did that.
I mean, you cannot
dance differently.
That part was weird to me because I cannot dance to save my life. So I was like, this dance, this is the only reason I'm not.
And White Money too also had his own kind of. But at the end of the day, I think the task was really good. It was challenging though. We didn't, most of us.
No, hold on. I didn't say that task was challenging. Do you know the part I had a problem with?
Memorizing.
The fact that no, not the memorizing part. The fact that to me, from like watching point of view, the task was Big Brother had to repeat the rules over and over. And I'm like, these are grown men and women. Why is nobody like it was simple, but he had to repeit. Some people they repeated for them 3 times.
No, you had different people in the house. Not everybody.
Please, I beg, forget that. If you play that game, they'll do open. Everybody was the other one.
Everybody has a different way of thinking. That's what I didn't want to
no. All of them. I'm sorry to say this, and I love some of the people. Even my so-called faves, they were falling my hand. Like they'll say, someone actually asked, when I open the box, am I going to put it under the table? I'm like, oh my God, why would you put it under the table? And another person was like, so when I open the box, will the item be under the box or under the table? I'm like, Jesus.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, I'm kind of happy whoever, they had like 5 people who actually had the highest.
Time was very good.
Yes, Messi was also good. And then also, I think those who stood up was Alex, Adekule, I think there was Cross, and then Ike also. I think there was one more person, I can't really remember.
Doesn't matter.
But these 5 were actually the highest points, and at the end of the day, Adekule actually won.
Yeah, Adekule
I didn't see that coming. I didn't see.
I saw it coming right from when it.
I think Adekule came this time around with a different mentality, and a part of me feels like Probably after, their reunion was just recently.
Don't worry. We'll get in. I know what you want to talk about. We'll get into that. But anyway, on Monday, Adekunle won the head of house, and with a time of 12 seconds, and he became the very first head of house for the Big Brother Naija All Stars. So in this season, you get to choose 3 people to be your BFFs, and those 3 people have access to the head of house lounge, which has a kitchen, a gym. It's like, if you've not seen it, you really should see it. So he chose Fraud, Sheyi, and Soma as his BFF, and they gave them badges.
Yeah.
Those BFFs are also immune to nominations as well. When he chose 3 guys, Mercy and some of the girls were like, okay, why didn't you put together? And I saw sense with them. It was too...
Well, he put the girl upstairs there for the girls to bring her friends. They'll come and because me is like... Yeah.
No. You cannot bring... If you're a BFF, you can't bring a friend.
But most of the girls were... Remember, he actually chose people that he was relating very well.
It doesn't matter, but I just feel they should have been a girl. But anyway, that was not everything. That was not everything that happened on Monday. They also had a black card game. Big Brother told them there's, black cards hidden around the house. Everybody run around and found it, and Mercy was the one who found it, and she also won immunity.
Yeah, and I think the second one was when Fraud found it. She was trying to be smarter than on him. Yes, but then of course that card didn't read anything.
All right, before we get into the gisty part, I know that you are here to for that gist. Let me just quickly wrap up the rest of the things that happened in the house so we can get to that part that you wanted to talk about. All right, so on Thursday they also had a debate, and Alex's team and Pere won. I'm not sure who was on Alex's team. I think Sisi was there.
No, Sisi wasn't. I just had to say it loud. Sisi wasn't. It was Uriel, it was Tolabanj, it was how do you call it? Mercy, it was Benita, it was Elebaye.
And what was on Pere's team?
Pere's team, Adekule, there was Neil, there was Shay, there was Fraud on that team. I think almost all the smart guys were there. Yeah. So at the end of the day, those two, they won their debates.
Yeah, they won their debates. And then they had the pool party on Thursday, and everybody, it was a fun party, I think, the grills, we all know the usual. All right, on Friday, they also had their wager. This wager, there was problem with the wager right from beginning, but we'll get into the problem later. The wager, they shall won the wager, even though personally, I don't think they deserve to win the wager. And like I think you mentioned to me.
You were saying that the wager, you feel like it had a problem.
They didn't do well enough. Big Brother, basically, they won the wager basically because Big Brother wanted to be lenient to them. I mean, even on the live...
Not about the winning, about the problem that you feel like...
they weren't working together well. They didn't work together well. I mean, when you don't work together well, it shows. I mean, you're supposed to work in teams. They didn't work in teams. That was just the issue. It wasn't a solid... We've seen way better presentations on Big Brother.
Of course we have. And we all know the reason why almost all this stuff...
Exactly.
She doesn't want me to say.
The thing is, I'm trying to recap everything there, because when we enter that gist, say go end.
All right.
That's the issue. So they won their wager. That means there's going to be provisions for the house, which I think was another reason Big Brother made them win, because those people don't chop this week. They have eaten food. They have finished.
They said that Cross even got angry. He has to go to Big Brother. They're always giving him fish. He said, even mentioned crawfish. At some point, I said, what is crawfish again? Big Brother was like, Cross, what is crawfish? He was like, did I say that? I mean crayfish, crawfish.
Anyways, and Saturday was their party, which for the first time, Nana, I have to say, I enjoyed.
That was a real party.
No, I don't usually understand why people sit down and watch Big Brother Naija party. I'm sorry, but for the first, I watch show, but I watch 20 minutes, 10 minutes here, get up, 5 minutes here,
but this
and
then
I
actually watched.
I didn't want it to end. I sat down. The DJ was on point. That was a party. He was giving us, he was giving us back to back. So I really everybody was. Well, not everybody was looking good, but I'm not going to talk about that. DJ was really good.
Yeah, but then still, Cross complained that there's no amapiano that was playing in the house.
He did complain?
Yeah, he actually told Big Brother during the house Sunday.
These people are very, very
ungrateful. But it's true, how can you actually have a party without amapiano?
Wait a minute, did I not hear it?
No, there was no amapiano.
Okay, but the Afrobeat was giving. Come on.
No, he wasn't complaining about the party. He just felt like maybe genre.
What I'm trying to... It's a stupid complaint, I'm sorry, because that's just the first part.
It's
That's
It's
just
cross.
the one party.
It's cross. What do you
Anyway,
expect?
thanks.
It's cross.
Isn't you alright? So the Sunday show also just ended, and but before we get into what happened on Sunday night, let's talk about all the fights that happened, because within the week, I'm not sure on the dates, but within the week there were so many clashes.
There was Perry and Benita. There was I'm not going to start with those two yet. But there was Perry and Benita. There was Neil and Ilebaye. There was Ilebaye and Benita. There was Ilebaye and what's the name?
Ilebaye, the
I think
future
it
for all
was
these
basically
fights.
almost everywhere. I think there was one with Chic. No, I don't think she and Mercy Sharp.
When we say fights, not necessarily that they fought, but you know, words are
And
said.
there was Alex and Cece.
which was the ultimate fight. So,
but
take
I
it
still
away.
feel like we missed something else. We've not
Okay.
talked about this wager thing.
Okay.
Now, you know very well that everything was "This is I" was supposed to be the thing from the beginning. They actually had the whole wager thing going on. So from the I think on Tuesday, every housemate was supposed to bring in 5 or 3 or 5 topics like incident that happened during their reunion or their sets. You understand?
During their season of the show.
Exactly. Now most of them were complaining that they didn't really study, they didn't really read more about they don't really know much about all this film directing and stuff. And some of them also said that, okay, they're not really good with script. So I think that was where Adekule actually asked Alex to be the one to
head that part.
Exactly. So I think Alex was doing most of the writing. She did tell them that she bring stuff. Now, if you listen, most of them actually went to diary room. Some of them actually talked privately. They were like, "Oh, Alex is actually doing what she's really good. Let's just leave stuff with her." Now, check the part that actually brought the whole issue. Now, on Wednesday night, that was around 11 day, when Adekule finally allowed them, like everybody should come around, let's sit down and like have a gist.
Talk about what we've done so far.
Alex read everything she has written. Like, just imagine you've written so many things, nobody contributed. Then everyone now started twisting. They started twisting everything. You understand? They now started twisting. So, oh no, we should put this one like this. Oh, do this one like.
Yeah, we talked about this on Thursday during our show.
So
like,
that's when, that's when they were like, put this. So Alex was still quiet, and she actually lied down, and she didn't say anything. Then this is what CCC said: your story is okay, but so it's like you wrote your script is okay, but there's no story here. You understand? So the next day, they came again. They were still saying this. So Alex's problem was when you are criticizing, why don't you give an opinion,
a solution
to it? So, but Sis was actually started insulting her friends, but
who started insulting?
Sis started insulting Alex.
That's what I wanted
so
to know.
that was when they all started the whole insulting each other, and I think it was the part where
Alex now mentioned Muriel and then Muriel. But I think most of the fight was between really Sissy and Alex. Let me just say what I think about that entire situation. I am one of the people who didn't like Sissy on her season, but when I saw that she was here on the All Star season, I was willing to give her grace.
I was super happy.
I was willing to give her grace. But the way she jumped at Alex and the way she has prolonged the issue throughout the week.
Actually, for me, for this particular wager incident, I felt like if we can be real with ourselves, I feel like people should really sit down. Imagine you work so hard, then somebody comes to criticize your work.
And then very condescendingly doesn't give reason, doesn't offer solution. So he's expecting you've criticized me, I should now enter your mind and know what you want.
And thing is, I think Alex grew.
No. Alex has grown.
Exactly. Like, so I think that part where Sissy used to pick on her, she used to cry. Didn't come up. But this time, Sissy was the one who actually ended up crying. But the whole incident.
A win for the whole team.
So the whole thing right now was that I think that was when Sissy started saying that, she doesn't want to have anything. She's never going to talk. Even 100 years to come, she doesn't know going to talk to Alex again. And there was a part that I was wondering where she said Alex pushed her. I'm still trying to figure out that video.
They haven't played
where she said she pushed her in the bathroom, because you're the same person who didn't want to have anything to be in the same bathroom or space with her. That was what she said. You understand? Then later she was saying she feel like Perez Brown is going to flush down the toilet because why is he supposed to be mingling with Alex?
Yeah.
And I think even on Saturday, that was on Sunday. No, Saturday she said Alex was going to do like she was. You know, if you listen, if we really go there and watch, the girl is like constantly talking
down on
Alex and the rest.
Okay, so like I said, this is what I think she feels she has come to this season. I mean, I may be wrong, these are my opinions. I feel she thinks the viewers want to see her resurrect her fight with Alex. So she is picking on Alex. She is continuing from.
No, for me, I think she's having a PTSD. The reason I'm saying this is because I feel like every little thing Alex does, she feel like it's triggering from the last episode.
Why are you like that? When was that season again? Is it not like
5 years ago? No, the reason I'm saying that is that, for instance, she's friends with Perry, because she even said that when she and her boyfriend actually travels, Perry is basically around it. So I think she was just expecting that friendship. That okay, look,
Perry should, because Perry is friends with me and my boyfriend, Perry should not be friends with Alex.
I just feel like Alex thinks they are friends, but then to her, they're actually not friends. That was the part that I think they never got it clear when they were outside the house. And coming into the house and being in the same space with this person that you feel was not good to you during your last season, and it's happening again. So I think she's still in the past. She hasn't, I don't know the therapy she actually saw, but I think she's still living in that, and I don't know when she's going to come out, but it's going to take a very long time, seriously. Because
well, that's your opinion, Nana. I am still going to stick with my opinion that Cece may not even deep inside her have anything against Alex, but she wants drama because she feels that is what we want to see. But to me, it is making her look silly, because after their first clash, you know, she said something about, I gave them the highlights of yesterday.
Yeah.
This is an all-star season.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Exactly. So like, this is an all-star season.
Did you do that on purpose?
That is what I'm saying. She feels she's giving us drama, but to me, it's showing me you can create highlights without being messy, and that is just messy. I mean, you're just only in 1 week and you've said things like she's an olodo, she doesn't want to ever talk to her, do not use the same bash.
Have you told Perry that Perry shouldn't talk to her to the end of the season?
She has also vexed with Perry.
Yes.
Okay, please, can we move on from her, because obviously there is no growth. I'm sorry to say it, if you're a fan of Cece, I'm really sorry there is no growth. We'll talk about stan culture a little bit.
Yeah.
And there really is no growth. On the other hand, I feel like Alex from her season has grown. Like you can, when I mean grown, I'm not talking about growth in physical aspect. Mentally, she has grown. She is definitely like there's growth. Cece.
I think she's not. I wouldn't want to say only growth, but I think she actually discovered who she is and what she wants.
Oh, and when anybody discovers who you are and what you want, and then when a woman discovers who she is and what she wants, forget it, you're not catching her. I really hope that's the case, because I would love that for her.
Exactly.
All right, next fight. We don't talk too much.
Okay, I think the next one is the family.
The Bufferers.
Yeah, it's a family fight. I don't know which people actually watched yesterday. If most people actually saw yesterday.
I know you stayed.
So I didn't stay for too long, because I couldn't even keep up again. I think I don't know. I don't even know where that fight actually started. I think it started from the game night.
Oh yeah,
went on during the pool party. That was Thursday.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it started from there, where what's her name?
Eleva
actually went to sleep on.
Oh,
now that part where people were commenting, for me, I felt like it's an option. Like she went to sleep beside Kid Wire, okay? Kid Wire got up. He could have.
Another thing was embarrassing.
So now, when Tolabaj actually asked the
to 11,
yeah.
Now, first of all, hold on. She did not ask her to get
first of all,
she just pulled the duvet.
No, let me explain to you. Now, earlier on, there was a duvet fight between these two.
Which two? Solani Baj and Ileba.
Exactly. Now, Ileba actually had a duvet in the how do you call it, outside.
In her room.
Exactly. No, outside. Like when they were actually
outside in the garden.
Exactly, the garden. She came inside, pulled the how do you call it? Pulled another duvet from Talabadi, and then through that was where the fight. She was like, why do you have to come for it? That was where the fight actually started. The two of them. So somebody even asked, you carry duvet from your house or something like that.
Okay.
You understand? Now that was when in the evening. The whole news, the whole news that no, fine. You said she didn't tell her to stand up, but she was treating her like a child. She was like, she even had to call her the B word.
Yeah, let's just. I don't want this episode to be too long, because I want us to be doing this every week.
Yeah.
But this is it. I understand that the labor yet to you people's eyes, that's them in the house, may look like as if she is throwing herself on you. Tell her that you go to a show that is not your house. Leave my room. I love when she went to the diary room after that session, and Big Brother said, that room that you are, are you the only person?
Instigating fights.
Are you it's his job name. Are you the only person in the room? Is this your house? So I like that. Like, you pull the duvet, leave. The way she talked, I have, but she was so condescending.
No, even
she was so.
No, even yesterday too. I think when she was actually talking to Benita, though she told Benita that. But I feel like Neo is a grown man. He's supposed to make his own decisions himself. Now, if you don't like a girl, if you don't like her, you should just tell her straight. Don't go around the house telling people that she's actually chasing you. Only for us to find out both of you actually had something.
But anyways, the whole fight between Ilebaye Neo is the fact that Ilebaye, I don't know if she's actually genuinely feeling Neo, but they now had, I think, blowouts yesterday when Neo said something like,
I feel she's more comfortable with the guys than the ladies.
I think so too.
And she looks like more of a cuddler, someone who can actually be on her own.
Oh God of mercy.
I'm just saying. I just feel like she's just a different person. This is who she is.
No.
And
no. That whole scenario, the same night you go to this one, they chase that one, say leave my bed. You go to that one.
Because Louis actually had a girl talk with her, telling
her
I
love that.
She didn't really.
I love that. Exactly. I love that. I love what she did.
Exactly.
And then there's also a little bit of not really a fight, but there was a point during the show also this week that Venita Semi-Lebaye told her, you are a China doll, trying to put her down, said that there are levels that we are all stars here, but there are stars and there are other stars. So I love what Mercy actually told her. Said, no, don't mind her. We are all equals. I love what Mercy is doing so far. Why would you go there and call somebody a China doll? You are feeling too proud of yourself. Venita, I don't even rate her.
I think Venita is trying to be in everybody's fight because even Mercy, when Cici and Alex, she was actually in the middle, her cousin had to come and carry her out of it. So I think like she's basically trying to be everywhere, and I can't really tell what her strategy is. If it's to look for trouble.
I'm sorry, she is a very beautiful girl, gorgeous girl, but I do not care for her. Moving on. Any other fights we need to know about before we wrap up with Sunday?
I think
that was the most prominent fight that happened.
But the fight was good. It was meant to happen early.
It was good.
Yeah, it was meant to happen early, so at least you get to know who you're actually playing with
and who you are dealing with, and the viewers decide to know which camp they want to pitch their tent in. All right, so the Sunday show just happened. We literally just finished watching that, and there was a lot of. I think there's a lot of.
I think the game just started.
Yeah, the show just started. So, some of the things that we heard today is, aside from the talks that Ebuka had in the house, first of all, I'm very, very pissed because one of the questions, they asked Mercy said something very beautiful, that she wants it to be a season of boys versus girls, rather than all that rivalry that exists between the girls. She wants all the girls to band together. She does want a girl to win. Whoever wins, fine, she's happy. Then Ebuka threw the same question, or told Cross to react to what Mercy said. Cross was like, that they cannot win in the house and win outside because they always have more endorsements and things like that. So Ebuka was like, okay, why do you think that is? She said, because the women have big pom pom and breasts. I have not.
No, dude, I think he's still high.
He literally he just shot himself in the foot with that statement. He tried to walk it back after, but the damage had already been done. Fraud later explained it and was like, the opportunities out there, brand opportunities out there that more tailored to women, and the women also hustle. But yes, he would want a guy to win. He now made a play for married guys winning. So that conversation, I don't even want to say everything I want to say that is inside my mind about Cross. But I didn't even rate you, but now I'm rating you on that they got us slap. Another thing that we got to find out in this Sunday show, which is very interesting, is that from next Sunday, there will be a jury of ex-housemates that will be live every Sunday to vote for the bottom four. Now, how are they going to get the bottom four? When on Mondays, the housemates will go to do nominations of who they want to leave the house, it's not going to be happening in All Stars. No. What they are going to be doing is to vote for the person they want to stay in the house. So it's going to be very interesting. Ebuka just gave us a little bit and said Big Brother is going to tell us more. I'm just looking at the TV just in case that has happened.
For me, I think it's like, this is a real twist. I think this is actually a good one. This is pretty nice. But at the same time, I'm still wondering, like, what if you mention a housemate who is going to be part of the judges? Probably say something negative about them. I'm just saying, like the way they've been saying crazy things about.
Let's say, who do you think will be an ex-judge? Thatcher.
Imagine. That's what I'm trying to say.
I do not.
They're actually going to be giving different judges, not the same
people. Oh, not the same people. Okay.
So I'm just like wondering how it's going to look like. But at the end of the day,
and you know the beauty of it,
course.
They are inside the house. They have no idea there's a jury or who the jury is going to be comprised
and these are the
of.
people with the least votes.
So we will know more about this when Big Brother finally tells us, because I'm interested in knowing how he will get that bottom 4. You know, how they'll tally the numbers and all that. So we'll know more about that. Before we go, another conversation that happened this week, I don't know if anybody clocked it, was Ike. I don't know what Ike is doing in that house. First of all, I think it was even Monday. First of all, they said, I pimp out these girls for men. Venita knows how many. I think we have to have a mini episode to talk about that one. But Ike, all the comments that Ike has made in that house about women, said that one. Then there was another one that's him. I think I need to pull up the tweet.
I think what they were actually talking about, I think of course the women, but I think they were talking about the women, like maybe probably would like to hang out with or something.
Not hang out with, girl, please.
Let's use that word. I'm trying to be safe.
Let's call it what it is. Okay, I found the tweet. Ike was like, my target is Princess and Angel. Cross was like, mine is Princess and Sisi. Perry was like, nah, Alex I want, I no go grill, I must knock one. Ike was like, if those ones no agree, Donny and Ileba is still there. Like, how low can you get? That boy should please let's do and send him home. Let him go and stay and continue writing his half.
Well, I can't wait for next week, because next week the game just started. That's where the real deal is going to be.
Exactly. So that has been our week 1 recap.
Yes.
There was so much more we could talk about, but I really honestly want to make these episodes short because we do not have attention span and I have to edit it. I hate editing. But yeah, that was week 1 recap. I think I had a fun week.
I also did. I can't wait for next week, because that is where the real game is. That's
where the next game is.
Right now.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ocean, for having me.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you for coming. But yeah, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. Make sure that you are following, not just liking the Facebook page. Remember to always comment, like, and share to everybody. Please do not enjoy by yourself now. Help this ministry. Thank you. Help the ministry. It is Rants of BBNaija Chic on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter and Instagram, I think. But if you do only YouTube and Facebook, that's fine by me, okay? All right, everything will be linked below. So yeah, check that out. And I will see you next time on the next one. Bye.